Hey everyone, it's Katie with Katie's Corner. Happy Mama Monday to you all. Welcome to the next episode of our new Mama Mode series. I'm so excited to share this with you. We now have our baby boy. We are happier than ever. We are exhausted and just can't help but enjoy every single moment. Um, with this beautiful baby that all of a sudden is now outside in the real world, in the flesh, laying on my chest. And it is just the most incredible feeling that no one can describe how amazing it is. But between the exhaustion and the excitement, we obviously knew we needed to make the announcement as our immediate family knows that there's a baby on the way. And so they are very excitingly awaiting our announcement here. So, um, what we decided to do, because it was so early in the morning, we just took a picture of me and baby and sent it out to our immediate family, just letting them know the baby is here, coming in at that 7 pounds 10 ounces, arrived at that 5:16 a.m. Everyone is happy and healthy, but we didn't reveal the gender in this announcement. We said if you want to hear the gender, feel free to hop on a Zoom call at such and such time, and we'll reveal it then. So it was like 7:30 in the morning, I think. We got on a Zoom call with um, everyone who was able to hop on. And slowly, I was just having, it was just me and baby. And slowly, I revealed the baby's head with a blue cap to show that it was a boy. And everyone just started screaming and hollering and all excited. My niece and nephew were beyond pumped to have this baby boy in their lives, and it was an amazing feeling to be able to announce it that way. And you know, because of COVID, trying to figure out a creative way of how to announce it, and part of me kind of being bummed that they weren't going to be at the hospital for the announcement. All of that went away when I was still able to announce and share with them. It was like I had fixated in my brain that that was going to be such a disappointment that they weren't going to be here with us. But in reality, it was so special because my husband and I, we were able to just be just us with the baby for an extended amount of time. We didn't feel the overwhelmingness of family being there right away or wanting to meet the baby immediately or any of that. And leading up to it, I had thought complete opposite. I was like, I need to have my family there through the whole thing. And it really was kind of nice to be able to enjoy those first several hours and moments, just a family of three. So, looking back, I'm very thankful about that. And very thankful that with today's technology, we were able to still share the surprise with everyone and still catch everybody's reactions as well. Um, but then after we did that quick call, it was a very short one because they needed to get us out of the labor and delivery floor and onto the postpartum floor, which was extremely interesting on how to move because remember, I had my epidural and it was still very strong. So I was still very numb from the waist down. My legs were still not working, and the nurses literally had to lift me off of the bed and carry me and put me onto the wheelchair because my legs, there was nothing to them. Um, and coming off of the epidural, I began to get very nauseated. And I was just trying to tell them, I'm scared I'm going to be sick if we start moving. I'm scared. And They said they gave me a couple of tips and tricks on how to, settle and take my deep breaths and focus on a focal point, and it did help, thankfully. But yeah, it was such a strange feeling to still not have my legs be working. And slowly but surely, the epidural started to wear off. And as it was wearing off, it was like, ooh, it was kind of nice to being able to feel my legs again. But I didn't realize how incredibly sore I was going to be in my pelvis region, especially because of the episiotomy and the stitches that I had. Originally, obviously, I wasn't able to feel any of that, but then the epidural wore off and I hurt. And I hurt horribly. And that was one thing that I was not expecting at all. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it, but I wasn't at all. And the only thing that was allowing me to be somewhat tolerable of the pain was continuously keeping on my medications and always having ice packs. And it was a whole routine care anytime I had to go to the restroom, and a whole routine care anytime I had to get up with anything, because of all of the trauma that my body had endured. And again, like I said, I guess I wasn't mentally prepared or ready for that. And that was one thing that I was like, okay, nobody warned me about all of this. Um, and I would be happy to discuss with any of you into more detail of all of it. Just because it is something that I think it is nice to know on the front end. So you're not shocked, or you're not going, okay, is this normal to have these feelings, or have this pain? Because I was unaware of it. Um, so absolutely feel free to reach out if you want to learn more on that side of it. But aside from all of the pain and getting off the epidural and being insanely exhausted from not sleeping, my adrenaline was sky high. I have a beautiful baby boy in my arms now. There was no way I was going to be sleeping. I couldn't stop smiling from ear to ear. I was so obsessed with our new little man. I literally could not get enough of him. And it was so incredible and such a magical moment. And truly, the first 24 hours was a complete blur for that reason of just exhaustion and excitement and adrenaline. Um, and they asked us for the first night, do you want to have the baby here, or do you want to have the baby in the nursery? And we had already discussed prior that we were going to have the baby stay in the nursery the first night, just from friends who had suggested that to us, to allow us to get some sleep, as much sleep as possible, because of our exhaustion levels. Now, we still didn't get a whole lot of sleep because anytime that he would act hungry, the nurse would come bring him in and have me try and feed him, as I was wanting to try and nurse and get my milk production up. Um, so he was coming in almost every hour, which was still totally fine, because in between those hours I was able to still rest and shut my eyes. And it was just great to be able to have that nurse take him and have us know that he's getting cared for, but have us be able to relax a little bit and know that then the second day we could feel a little bit more human. So, definitely a strong suggestion that I would give all those new moms out there is take that first night, as hard as it is, because you want to be with him and that little bundle all the time. Make sure you are still taking care of yourself and getting the rest that you need after your body endures um, all that exhaustion. Absolutely do that. Next week, I get to share a little bit more about the first visitors of who met our little man for the first time in the hospital. Because of all of the COVID restrictions, we didn't get to have a whole bunch of visitors, but as I had said earlier, that was kind of a blessing in disguise, not being overwhelmed. We only had visitors coming one at a time, and so it was great to be able to have that one-on-one with our visitors and with the baby, and not have to feel like we're the host in our hospital room. So next Mama Monday, that is what you get to hear about, is all of the visitors and the first time that they get to meet the nugget, as well as what kind of day 2 and day 3 looked like in the hospital. There was, we needed to come up with a name. There was jaundice going on, um, different people wanting to come, and different people that weren't able to come because of scheduling. And I can't wait to share it all with you, all right here on Katie's Corner channel next Mama Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to catch every episode of the pre-Mama Mode series, as well as the current Mama Mode series. And I am so excited to continue sharing this. If you have any stories that you would like to share, make sure you comment in the comment section. I love reading them. I love hearing about your stories as well. And I would love to hear about your experience after delivery. Did, did you have the epidural? Were you nauseous after that was wearing out, as well as how did you announce the gender? If you didn't know the gender prior, how did you announce to your loved ones after delivery? I would love to hear those stories. Feel free to email me at Katie's Coaching Corner. Corner is with a K at gmail.com. And I can't wait. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you next Mama Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.